So Instagram just dropped a massive update, so let's talk about it. The first one being resharing or reposting. So what this means is that you can repost and reshare your own content or other people's content outside of stories, and it shows up for your followers. So right next to the liking and commenting and saving posts, there's going to be a new button, and a simple click of that allows you to reshare that post. But you got to be careful, because now everything you share shows up on your profile. That's right, Instagram has added a repost or reshare tab on your profile. So alongside posts, reels, and tagged posts, there's going to be a reposting tab. So everything you repost or reshare will be under that. Now, to me, I think this is a massive game changer. This is a huge feature on Instagram. Now, what's going to happen is this: a lot of your older posts are going to start to go viral, or your posts will start to go viral like TikTok later on down the line, because somebody might come across it. The repost button allows a piece of content to stay in rotation longer. For example, I'll repost one of my friends' business pages, and that will show up on my profile. 3 weeks down the road, I might get a bunch of new followers. They will go under that repost tab to see what kind of things I've been reposting, and they'll see my friend's business that I reposted. Now, the last phase of social media, everybody was so focused on the first 3 seconds. People were so focused on the hook of their post or their CTA. People were creating content with the mindset of, how can I get people to save this post? How can I add value where somebody saves this? Now, the same is going to be done for reposting. Everybody's going to be focused on, how can I get my content to be reposted? And I'm assuming that Instagram is definitely going to prioritize a repost, because it's a new feature. If your post is being reposted more, it's going to favor it more. I think for creators, this is absolutely incredible. I think for businesses, this is going to be even better. Now, this is just a hypothetical situation. Now, imagine if LeBron James reposts or reshares a golf club from a company that he likes. That's going to now show up on his profile. Let's just say he's incredibly selective of what he's reposting. I don't know how many followers he has. 100 million people follow him. They now have access to see what he is reposting. Most of those are going to go see that golf club. They're going to be intrigued and inquired about, what is LeBron James reposting? They're going to go on that page now. That page is now their viewership, or the people coming through the front door of their page is going to skyrocket. Out of that, how many people are they converting into sales? That's going to skyrocket. So it's definitely something that a lot of people can leverage. Now, a lot of people are going to just be reposting memes and comedy and cats, but the good creators are now going to curate that repost page to be smart. They're going to repost people that have, like, for example, when you have brand deals now, you can now say, hey, I'm going to repost your post, because it's going to show up on my page and my followers. Like, for example, I recently done a deal with a company where I had more of a bigger audience than they did. So now, not only is it surpassing that 24 repost story mark, you're now keeping it on your page. So this is going to be a massive, massive, massive game changer for social media. All you need to do is simply update the app, and it's live for everybody. Now, the next feature is something where you'll notice on the Reels, there's something that says Reels and following. Now, I did a little bit of digging, a little bit of experimenting on what this is. Essentially, Reels is just like the homepage, but when you click following, any posts or reels this is strictly for videos, for Reels. So any reel that your followers have commented on and liked on now show up in the following tab. So this could be company pages that you don't even follow, that you don't even know existed, but the people you follow, the stuff they are engaging in shows up in this tab. Now, the third update was quite controversial. I've actually had this feature on my Instagram for a while now, but I guess it rolled out worldwide, and it's the map location. So you can share your location. Now, what happened was this got switched on by default for millions of viewers. So people's locations were actually showing up, like down to where they live. Instagram CEO has confirmed that it was not on by default, but a lot of viewers are reporting that it was. So if you go to your DMs, you'll see map at the top. Click that and make sure it's switched off and nobody can see your location. Now, I think this feature is incredible for businesses. If you're a business, you want customers or potential customers to know exactly where you are. But for personal users, this is crossing a lot of boundaries. So be careful. So those are the 3 new major updates that Instagram rolled out. We got the repost and reshares. We got an extra tab in the form of reels and following. The third one being sharing your location on the map. Now, there have been tons of reports of people not having trial reels now. I actually had a conversation with a friend yesterday, and he said that his trial reels have completely disappeared. I checked mine and they're still there. So touch wood, they don't disappear. I'm sure that there's a few other new small updates here and there. So if I missed any, let me know down below. That being said, I want to hear your thoughts on these new updates. Obviously, I guess most of us don't like the maps, but what's your thoughts on the reposting and reshare? Like I mentioned, I think it's a complete game changer, and it's going to change the way creators create and the way brand deals are done. And I do 100% believe that everybody's engagement is going to skyrocket because of it. But let me know your thoughts.